In October, you reap what you sow. I'm just gonna let you know. You reap what you sow in October. And for those who are new, my name is Bianca. I go by the name of Honeybee. And in this video, I'm gonna give it to you straight. And for some of you, it's gonna be a first time experience. So you gotta hang on, sit tight. But real talk, you reap what you sow in October. If you've been giving people bullshit, best believe you're going to be sitting in shit. If you've been giving people the runaround, best believe you're going to get a lockdown. You're going to feel your own wrath. You know, it's always so surprising to me that people think that they can have a lavish life after they've given so much strife. You know, it's energy. Energy is currency. What you give out, you get back. And you reap what you sow. And I think we need to be reminded of that, because I know there's a lot of people, you know, have difficulty with spirituality, religion, you know, there's so many narratives and restrictions over what is God and who is God and this and that. And I want to respect everybody's perspective, but I also want people to know that you can't fuck with the law of life, okay? Period. Everything from how this is grown to how we are created, there's a law, there's a system, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter if you're a star. There is some things in life where you just do not mess with, and that is energy, okay? So what you give out, you get back. And you know, I'm a type of person that is very spiritual, but I'm also very physical. And I love physics. You know, I took that as a subject at school, higher level. And you know, you can see spirituality in physics and quantum physics as well. And it's all about quantum leaps, quantum faith. And one of these aspects of like Newton's third law is about karma. If body A exerts a force on body B will exert an opposite and equal force on body A. That within itself is karma. Inertia, you know, all these things. You can really bring it down back to spirituality. And you can call it science, you can call it medicine, you can call it all these things, but it's one language at the end of the day, homie. Energy, you understand? Energy. And you can't mess with energy, because, you know, I often say that in the streets we call it vibes. You know, in spirituality or in religion we call it the spirit, but in science we call it energy. It's all the same thing. It's just different words, different things, same shit, different smell. You know, it's the same thing. So you reap what you sow. You truly reap what you sow. If you give out positivity, you will receive positivity. And I know, you know, life has been tough. Life has been so tough to a point where we have lost a lot of positivity over the last 3 years, and in general, you know, we have seen people excel. You know, we haven't done well. You know, we haven't been healthy. There's so many restrictions that we've gone through, but I refuse the saying of hurt people hurt people. Like, that's not a narrative or an anthem anymore. If you are hurting and if you are negative, stop. Just look at yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just look at yourself and evaluate yourself and stop projecting. Start reflecting. So I just want to let everybody know that, you know, nobody's perfect, not even myself. I have negative thoughts. I get jealous too. But one thing that I learned is that I don't throw it onto somebody else when I see them have a blessing. I don't envy them because they're more beautiful than me or they have more money than me. I look at them and I celebrate them and I say, you know what, thank you, universe, thank you, God, for making that person come my way, because that means I'm close myself. You gotta see things in a different perspective rather than bashing and shouting to the world that woe is me, I don't have A, B, and C. You know, I grew up tough, guys. I grew up extremely tough, you know. My mom passed away at the age of 4. I had to be a hustler to be who I am. And I still kept the light. I still kept the faith. I still kept the positivity through all the bullshit. I've been humiliated, harassed. I have literally been in so much danger. And I have been, I'm not afraid of any stranger. I have gone through my share, before. I won't even talk about it here, but the point that I'm saying is you must never judge a book by its cover just because you see them looking like Stevie Wonder, just because you see them looking like Alice in Fosterland. Don't think that they don't know how to rule the land. Don't put images and projections on people, because people will surprise you this season, and it's very important to know that what you put out there, you will get back in return. There is nobody I know who has a peaceful life after they've created so much strife. No one, not even Hitler, my friend. Not even Hitler. So best believe that it's very important to change your narrative. It's very important to self-assess yourself. And it's very important to ask yourself, why am I so mean? Why am I so ugly? Why do I feel this is the way to walk in life and create so much strife and to bully people? Ask yourself these questions, because clearly there's things in you that needs changing, and this is something that I had to realize. I could have told myself that, okay, because I grew up tough and because I grew up without being buff, I could have chosen a very dark mentality and say, you know what, fuck the world, fuck you, I like you, But I decided saying, okay, my story is not truly a glory, but I'm going to change my mindset. I'm going to change who I am for the betterment of myself. Not to prove to anybody what I have or who I am, and not to fake it, I don't fake things to make it. I really did a lot of work on myself. And so people who don't do work on themselves, they hate people who do work on themselves. So I'm only sharing these aspects because it's very important to understand that what you reap is what you sow. If you're sowing shit on the grass, don't expect the grass to now be fertilized. We can use fertilizer to make good grass, but the point that I'm saying is don't expect beauty if you're creating fury. Do your best every day to change your mindset, assess yourself, do your best every day to observe yourself, and stop looking at other people as if they must change you, they must love you, they must help you, they must give their whole attention to you. No, we came here alone, we're gonna die alone. And besides all that, you wear the last hat. You have the power to change your story and turn it into glory. So I don't usually speak this long, but listen, y'all, I'm writing a new song. I want you guys to be great. I want you guys to really stand out and be in your power. I want you guys to own your bullshit, and I want you guys to be responsible for what you put out in the world. You gotta respond to your ability of how you interact with humanity. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and share it with somebody, okay? Share it even with a homie, share it with an enemy. I love my enemies. They'll be the first ones to click here, so best believe, share it with 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. It's opened many doors, and I'll see you in the next video.